the richness of the spirit will become very important. That is what is going to be the Sahaj nations, where the richness of the heart, the spirituality, oneness with the divine will become the greatest boon for everyone. But still, we are struggling to be on that state. Many are, and still we go into materialistic tantrums or some sort of a stupid worrying fall. All these must be carefully watched. If you can keep this chariot of new progress progressing faster, we are going to create a new world of complete harmony, complete peace, joy, and love. But for that, you are the ones who have to do it. I cannot do it. If I could have done it, I would not have asked you to join such. It's like a horses and the chariot. Horses are to be driven. Charioteer doesn't drive the chariot. In the same way, you must understand your responsibility that this is the greatest work we are doing. It's not only the industry or the labor and the capital I'm talking about, but I'm talking about the totality of well-being. Of course, all this is a part and parcel of that, no doubt. But the balance should be with the totality. So we have to think of a total well-being. Once we start thinking of the total well-being, then first thing that should come to us, are we capable of bringing up that total well-being? Are we? Have we got the total well-being within ourselves or not? Have we? We are still worried if the plane is coming or not. I mean, we are so mundane, so little, so small. With one bandhan, you can control any plane, any atmosphere, and here you are, still worried about things which are absolutely under your control. So this totality has to be thought over. What is this totality that Mother is talking about? In this totality, a world has to be created of people, by the people, who have no fear. This fear has to be. Behind all this nonsensical nervousness is fear. So for that, what she does is to give Abhaydan. Under her protection, you are beyond fear, you are protected. But if you don't want to believe in yourself and you don't believe into her protection, then nobody can help. Because everything is mythical for you. In every venture that we take up, we should not have any fear because God is with you, is a fact, is the truth. You just try. But when you try through your ego, you fall into the trap of fear. I have seen egoistical people are the most frightened people and panicked because they panic others and so they think they can be panicked one day. When the English were here, first of all, in England, India, we were all frightened of them. Now, I see that in England, every English family is frightened of others. They'll only open a chink of the door to see who is there and shut it. They're so frightened. I'm surprised they are the same English who ruled us here. And we were so peevish before them. And now they are the ones who are frightened of us. Because when a person who is egoistical tries to dominate others, he sees himself in the mirror and thinks that the other person will dominate. That's how this fear creeps in into our minds and we start getting all kinds of these stupid tantrums out of this mythical fear. The fear is created by our ego. A person who has no ego, he'll have no fear because he has not harmed anyone. Why should you have any fear? And such a man or such a woman will be looked after by God because God takes over. When you surrender your ego to God, He takes over. But those who have ego, He says, all right, go ahead. Use your ego, try to protect yourself, cut your throat. That's what it is. So when I talk of total benevolence, I am talking about your own total benevolence. So first is the fear, which should go out of your mind completely if you believe in the Almighty God. We'll say you are Almighty God, you are Almighty this thing. It's all lip service. If you believe that God is Almighty and you are connected with God, then why should you have any fear of anything? But when we say don't have fear, another extreme comes up. We don't have fear, we can do what we like, we can perform everything ourselves, we need not tell anyone. You have to tell God whatever you are doing. You have to take permission, you have to inform in His darbar, in His court, that sir, we are thinking of doing such and such. But you think you are God? You are not. And that's why the another part of non-fear is this kind of an arbitrary behavior, which is very dangerous for Sahaja Yoga, for yourself, or for everybody else. What's the use of coming to Sahaja Yoga if you cannot become the light of the divine? So all of you, each one of you, is not at all a small person. No one. But you don't realize what you are. Still have those funny conditionings by which you think you are no good. All of you can come up and see so many people. If they take to total benevolence within themselves, it will manifest itself outside. Absolutely is a fact.